Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the Insanity. We're once again back in business. This is episode 77. It's crazy. And as always, there are a couple of things we need to fix. Last time we left off, we did some random fixes, if I remember correctly. And in this episode, we're gonna do a bunch of random fixes at first. And then we're going to focus on niobium plates, I believe. I think it's finally time for those. And this is not my train stop. So first thing to fix is at the fluid area. Well, fluid area, that's... we have quite a lot of fluid areas actually, so that doesn't really make sense to say that. So I'm gonna say the steam processing area maybe, because it just so happens that we have a shit ton of benzene, and as it turns out, benzene is really useful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a couple of more oil burners. I thought I'm gonna get some more iron. That's what I'm gonna do. And then we're gonna use this benzene to provide us with more steam, which should fix a number of things because, oh, I love these tiles. Why don't I have them everywhere? Damn it, they are absolutely amazing. And that was not as much steam as I was hoping. Oil burner, where are you? Damn it. We need a couple of... Oh, I love these tiles. And hopefully, maybe by the end of this episode, we will actually have automated those tiles, because not only are we gonna make niobium, we're also going to be making Nexelit, that's the name. Nexelit tiles. And I do realize that this is absolutely stupid to walk all this way, so please train come and help me out here. Because I need some basic circuit boards, I believe. Hello, train. Oh, damn it. Oh. Okay, you had to turn around. Okay, sure. And apparently I didn't mute my shut sound, as it happens. Now, let's get some... Oh, this was not a lot. Okay. Any iron plates? Not a lot. Hopefully we have some on the belts. Where is it again? It should be here. Here it is. Found you. How about now? Okay, one. I would really like to have another one. So we're gonna steal some iron from this belt. Oops. Damn it. Maybe I should rebind my short key for shooting something. Although I believe that was the first time I shot something, unlike other YouTubers. No Fogels mentioned. So, can I make another oil burner? Yes, excellent. I think having 3 of them is sufficient, or should be sufficient. There they are. Well, one of them at least. Where is it? Yes, connecting them here should be good. So somewhere over here. I need some water, should be easy to fix. And I need some pipes. Should be quite easy to fix, but it's gonna take a while because I need to finish crafting the other things. Let's see, how about something like this? Beautiful, isn't it? You don't think so? Okay then, neither do I. How about now? Is that better? Yes, thank you. And now we should have a couple of pipes. That's some fluid and okay. Apparently you want to output the steam this way. Well, I won't approve of that. How about like this? Oh, come on. I'm so glad that they added that flush fluid button. And let's see, something like this. Piping some fluids. Is the output there now? Sure, okay, why not? And I forgot something because water doesn't burn, I heard. So this should actually be the benzene input and here as well. So the output goes here in that case. I knew I missed something. Okay. Water, steam output, water, steam output, and benzene. The magic. This is where the fun begins. Because this is what makes it so cool. So how about here maybe? Please make me... Oh, damn it. There's another underground bell pipe here that I need to avoid. So how about now? Now at least one of them is working and this should make... Well, okay, now all three of them is working. And this should be providing us with quite a bit of steam. Which is good, which means that we should be able to... Oh, right, I forgot about this part. The overflow valve here is really important because that helps us to make sure that there is always some benzene left. But hopefully that should not be too much of a problem. And I'm actually going to remove these completely because I'm pretty sure that we have more than enough steam by now. I mean, we already have 13 steam here, so This is extremely helpful. Thank you very much, Benzene. You have been very helpful. So now, next step. We're going to add some more things and to research about. And first of all, I'm going to add microfilters because these improve the spores that we get for planting mushrooms, which is helpful. Then the next step, which is going to take a long while and involves multiple researchers, is something called bedding. And bedding is extremely helpful because it allows us to grow. Is something missing here? Okay, that one. It allows us to grow. Is it plants or is it? I think it's, yeah, it's the animals. It allows us to grow a lot of animals faster and getting manure faster. And yeah, it's basically, I mean, the fact that it's used in 536 recipes should tell us quite a bit. So that's a sort of a long-term goal. It's gonna take a while. Now let's go to our little mall, because this one isn't usually doing that much, sort of. It doesn't do a lot of things because we haven't basically not given it that many orders to do much things. And I'm going to have to check a bit here. Yes, it is. No, okay, this is connected to a red wire, which should be working. So that part is good, and I think I fixed this part as well. Yes, so that should be good. So what I need to do is to basically request more things and create more things. For example, if you would be so kind and make me some inserters, please. Because I've heard that those are extremely helpful. And nothing seems to be moving. But that's... Okay, let's see here. Inserters. Ah, this is missing a red wire. Wonder why that is, but it's probably some kind of copy-paste error or something. There we go. And now we are making inserters. Well, as soon as it gets the iron, we're making inserters. And how about some fast inserters? I've heard that those are also extremely helpful. Although those are, of course, missing inserters, and they are missing, yeah, a lot of things. Now, this is where the fun begins. It is actually pretty fun to say that. Because now I would like to add here, I would like to have 10 inserters. And I would like to have 10 fast inserters. And I would like definitely to have, yeah, maybe 30 decider combinators actually. And how about 5 arithmetic combinators, 10 constant combinators, and what else? Wires. definitely wires. 50 red and 50 green. Is there anything else that I would like to have? Because one of the first things that I want to do is to make sure that I can expand the mall itself. So I'm also going to add assembling machines. And what else? Yeah, actually, let's add roboports. It's these kind of roboports. Say like 5 of them maybe. And Pinobots. I would like to have construction Pinobots. Say 20 maybe, sort of. And for this to happen, we need to add one more intermediate products assembling machine for engines. And I would like to use this recipe. And since I'm adding engines there, those require pipes and small belts. No, pipes and the belts and small parts duralumin. Small parts and duralumin should be taken care of already, but pipe and belts I'm going to need to add as well as intermediate products. Pipes. And now hopefully things that I request should end up here, which some have done already. And for that I am very grateful, because that surely makes it easier to expand this mall. I seem to be missing basic circuit boards. Character is in the way. It's impressive how our character is always in the way. So something like this. And I'm going to need some filter inserters as well. I should probably add another step for that. But I am definitely missing iron here. And since I do have some iron on me, I'm going to help this poor factory out a bit just by providing it manually with some iron. And right, I do have a lot of iron in my trash slots, so here you go, factory. Please make use of this iron. Whoa, I have 100 simple circuit boards here. That's pretty nice. Seems like things might need some help with... Yeah, we definitely need more inserters here. And this is kind of why we would like to have stack inserters and things. Because those would be able to solve this a lot faster. Because this poor inserter here, he has a lot of things to do. So I'm just going to take a little quick shortcut. Oh, and of course these sheds are eating up quite a lot of iron. So I think I might just add a couple of things here. Not here actually, I would like to have it there. Just to help the factory out, sort of. And a good thing about having this factory is that I can use it to get rid of some things that I don't need, but that might become something productive or something useful one day, like iron sticks. I'm sure that's useful. Wrought iron plate, sure. I have a couple of engines, but I'd like to keep those. Yeah, sure. This should be. I have so much iron. Okay. Now I know that I haven't added all of the things here that I would like to add, but I'm quite okay with that still. At least now we are definitely requesting more things. I heard that it helps if you add some power poles here. And I still don't have... damn it. Yeah, I seem to have lost quite a bit of simple circuit boards and so on, which means that making all these things will be a bit problematic. Why is it that you never have enough things? Well, we don't want to waste more time here, actually. It's already been 20 seconds of this, 20 seconds, what am I talking about? 20 minutes of this episode, and we would like to do something besides just being at the mall all the time. Oh, I have the Simon's parking, of course. That's where I want to go. Let's actually clean some of these up. And I kind of realized that I will probably not be finished with the niobium setup in this episode, for the simple reason that we need to, first of all, build the city blocks, or city block, because it will be sharing a city block. Thank you, simple circuit boards. And actually, we don't need to have this set up here anymore, because we could add train signals to the mall at some point, at least. We have done quite a bit of train production and railway construction anyway, so it should be sort of good enough. Now I'm curious, do I have any iron plates? Actually, I just want the containers. I do actually have to, oh, of course, over there. I don't want it to be over there. What's this? Oh, this is interesting. Apparently there is iron over there. I'm probably not supposed to see that. Oh, there is some iron plates over there. Cool. So I'm gonna need to improve that search mod and tell it to only explore in areas, only search in areas that have actually been explored, probably areas that have active radar coverage. What train is on its way here? Please don't be, oh, of course it's an iron train. Well, I'm gonna steal some of that iron. And then you can go with the iron that you have. So next stop will be the, actually where's my car? I do want landfill, oh, there's my car. For a long while I thought about making a mod called Dude Where's My Car or something like that. There are actually a couple of other car finding mods, but at some point I would like to add the functionality of searching for your car into the search mod. I hope that I'm not the only one that have a hard time keeping track of their car. Train, you may park at my parking. And then we're gonna use the car. And now it might be a bit dangerous to drive on this road because we're not alone, sort of. So driving on the rail tracks is a bit of a risky business, especially when the signals turn yellow like that. So here we have a lot of landfill. I hope, because it's been a while since we used some. So we are going to prepare, oh boy. Well, this is a luxury problem. We have more landfill than we can fit in our inventory. So we're going to use all this landfill to make to fill in these two areas. So we're going to just expand sort of the bus, no, not the bus, the train depot block a bit more, although we're not going to use it. And then we're going to go down here. Where we will add the niobium block. Niobium and Nexelit. And apparently this doesn't even have fully covered landfill. So I'm just going to fill in this a bit more as well. And thank you, autosave. And I missed a spot. And it's quite nice that we're able to see now how much our model requester is doing. It seems to be going very slowly, if it's even going at all. I'm guessing that we're missing iron. And I would like to improve the recipe or the construction chain for iron and have it separated over here and be next to the copper production. And I would also like to sort of stop making the old copper and coal recipe, and I would like to do a lot of things. Trust me, my to-do list is fairly large by now, even though I haven't written all of the things on on the map. And speaking about writing things on the map, it's also about time that we start noting down and marking our different city blocks so that we know what each city block is producing. Even though we have the recipe icons on the map, which is possible to see, it's still good to have like a general description of what each city block is supposed to do. And I just realized that I'm actually filling in a bit more here than I was planning on doing. But that should be all right, because we do have enough landfill, but I'm first of all going to make the separator here and fill in the bottom part, because this is where I want the niobium. Niobium and Nexelit. The niobium process is a little complicated because it requires some other fluids and things, which is a bit annoying, but I have a plan to fix that, and the Nexelit process should be a bit simpler, because the Nexelit process is almost only tailings, which will give us some use for the tailings that we can't make benzene of. And the reason we can't make benzene of it is that we have too much benzene, which is a nice problem to have. And I still would, when I get the next power issue problem, the plan is to make benzene into combustion mixture and use that for power. That's the plan. Now I'm just finishing using up the landfill just because I can. And that's it. Very well, let's park our car somewhere where we hopefully can remember it. Like in this corner over here. And then let's order a train. We know where we parked it. So let's have it come here and pick us up. Because now it's time to fill in the rail tracks of the city blocks that we just expanded on. And then we will start putting up the Nexelit and niobium production. The reason why we go with niobium is because we have a problem with titanium. And now you might ask, what does niobium have to do with titanium? But that's actually what we were thinking about in, I don't know, is it like 20 or so episodes ago? Probably. Jesus. And the reason is basically because niobium can be used to make a sand extractor spushy thingy, something. Don't remember quite what it's called. I think it's called sand extractor. And a sand extractor can be used to convert iron sticks into crushed dusts. No, rich dust. Which is extremely helpful, to be honest. because rich dust is what we use to make titanium plates. And rich dust or titanium plates can't really be gotten from any other way at this point. Later on, there is of course the possibility to make it using drilling, which is what we set up quite a lot of drilling in last episode, I think. But the problem with titanium and drilling is that titanium needs another level of drilling fluid. Titanium plate. So sand casting, molten titanium. Yeah, actually this is a bit an improved titanium recipe as well, which we are working on researching. But titanium plates, yeah, then we need to deal with molten titanium and things, which is okay. But all this chain eventually comes out at titanium ore. And we don't have a titanium rock that we can mine from. Molecular decohesion is not an option because it requires more advanced science pack. The same with molecular decohesion stage 3. And phytomining stage 2 is also the same advanced science packs. And excavation 2 is also another science pack. So we're left with only these options of using rich dusts. And I need more rails. First you place down the landfill, then you place down the rails. Yeah, that's a good destination, I guess. Where do we go here? Oh, let's remove that. And then I assume this is the mall. Exactly. Very well. So at least landfill is not a problem, which is really nice. So here we have this intersection, good. Now we can go up here and continue building this part. It should connect to an already existing intersection up there. Nicely enough. Thank you. And then we can also sort of connect it to this. And here we have a possible little problem maybe, so I'm going to use this little track switching technique. Like that. And yeah, that's a little problem. We can't really, yeah, we can't use more signals there for some reason. It's full, basically. So, okay, now please take me over here because we would like to add this little crossing as well so that you can go left and right, which might be helpful because we are probably going to use that for making train stations. So just to show you about the rich dusts, which we need for the titanium, this is the recipe that we're hopefully going to get. And that requires a sand extractor, which requires niobium plates. And the thing is that we don't need a lot of niobium plates. We don't need to have a constant production of it at this point. So we're not going to completely automate every single ingredient for it. So let's see. I'm actually going to make myself, no, I don't actually need to make myself anything. Can I go over here somewhere? Yes. Thank you. Actually, I would like to go to that line. Because I'm going to steal the train that has a fluid wagon. For a very simple reason. And that reason is that I need to get some organic solvent, which we have up here somewhere, I think. Which is one of the ingredients in the niobium complex. And in order to do this, I'm just going to park it here. And I'm going to try and find the organic solvent. Here it is. This is only 7.5K, so it's not enough for a full tank. But that's okay, I don't need a full tank at this point. All I need is a train station, because I do need to park the train somewhere. And I also need a pump. So let's see, let's put down the train stop first, just so that we know that we can connect it to something. And just to be sure, I'm going to move this back a bit. And then I'm going to see that, okay, I put this too high up. So I should put it over here maybe. Then I'm going to need another pump. And a rail signal just to mark the separation between these. Dragoon 213 something something. Oh, come on. Please be so kind and stop here. And please make me a pump and another pump. And then start loading up this wagon. And this might take a little bit of time because it's going to empty all these fluids. Which should then fill our tank with about 7.5K. Though it's already at more than that, which is nice. And it seems like I can be quite satisfied with this by now. So we're going to take this to our new area. And then I'm going to need, of course, a tank, and I'm going to need another train stop, and I'm going to need a pump just to be able to output this. Thank you, train. So please make me a little train stop. I'm not going to, or actually I should make it a proper train stop. Because even though I'm not going to need this this particular train stop for long for the fluid, I am definitely going to need another train stop here later on. So please put the pump, and thank you, research, very kind. And oh boy, of course, this is where the annoying part picks up. Speaking of niobium, it's also actually used to make big electric power poles, but I'm not going to need a lot of them at this point, I think, which is why I don't care that much about automating it fully. And I need to get some electricity. Damn it. Don't destroy my nice train crossings. Thank you. That's some electricity. And that's... damn it. That's a very helpful part, or... yeah, not really a helpful part of the train crossing, but at least it's something. So hello train, now please go to this train station and please wait there for 30 seconds. And a passenger present, because I don't want you to leave me, train. Good. And let's see. We still, of course, need niobium ore over here, which we can fix. Then I am probably going to make this a logistic train stop, actually, because we do need to request some tailings, and we also need to provide some tailings from somewhere. Where is my train? Okay, it's on its way. You can see it coming here. So please handle a maximum train of length of 2, and please request no, not niobium tailings. Tailings, and please request like 40,000 or so. Ah, there we go. You have some organic solvent. Thank you very much. Now please make me another pie tank, because I want to move this. And you might become a logistic train stop. Oh, damn it. Sure, okay, please wait there until I'm in the train. And there we go, we moved all the fluids. Moving from container to container is really quick when it comes to fluids. And now let's connect this green wire to this train stop where we can request tailings. Then we just need to provide the tailings, which we will do over here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. And as you can see, we are using the benzene now for steam, and we have definitely fixed our steam problem without a doubt. We have steam all the way, everywhere. That's not an issue, which means that we still have a lot of benzene, basically. Okay, train, hello, good to see you. So let's go up here somewhere, I guess. And I think we need some more signaling. Yeah, we definitely need more signaling in a lot of places. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Where do we want to go? Oh, damn it. What's wrong? So if we place a signal there, that might help us get through faster. Good. It's almost been 1 hour already, and we haven't really accomplished that much. Besides giving some job to the mall, which it doesn't really perform that much of because it's missing iron, I believe. Can actually check that. It does not claim to be missing iron, it's missing simple circuit boards. Okay, so in this area somewhere we would like to provide tailings. I will be adding a tailings station here. And speaking of rail signals, here we also definitely need some more rail signals. Because this is just ridiculous otherwise. Great. Now please copy this setup more or less and put it over there. Yes, thank you. Perfect. So that's a logistic train stop. Did I make another pi tank? No, I didn't. And that's a constant combinator. I think I have the electric power poles. I need another pump. Actually, I probably need two other pumps, and I might even need an overflow valve again. What are you set to? More than 15k. Wow. Okay. Well, sure, I can live with that. But please also make one in this direction in that case, with the same condition. And I'm going to need more pipes. Ooh, that's far. Damn it. Okay. Well, here we have something as well. That's nice. So we can actually combine these pipes. And this will help us waste less tailings, because we have found out that tailings is really useful. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, here should be good. And this will be called a tailings provider. And of course we need just a little bit of electricity. Did I make that pump? No, I did. The signals are correct. So just give me my tailings, will you? Perfect. And this should fill up in no time, more or less. And this means that we can send this to the depot and get back our real train. So I guess this episode might be more of just getting everything we need to the destination. And then probably we'll finish the automation in the next episode. So, okay, thank you. Where is our fluid train? Oh, it's not at the station yet. Ah, because it got another delivery to make. Okay, sure. Maybe that's a sign that we might need another fluid train, or not, because we can't afford it at this time. Very well. So that's the tailings. Oh, right. We do need one more thing for the niobium plates. We need the niobium ore. And again, as we don't need hopefully a lot of it, I'm just going to grab what we have over here, which is a shit ton, more or less. And then I'm going to make a manual delivery of niobium ore. It's been a while since we did anything manually, it feels like. It's a good thing that we're automating more and more these days. And that's not where I wanted to go. Not that either. Not that. And not that. Very well. This is where I want to go. Now, if only this intersection would be finished, then it would be much easier to go there. But all in due time. This is kind of why I wanted to automate the robots, which took a bit longer time than I expected. So probably we're just going to make some improvements at the mall every episode or so and request more things, add more things to the mall, instead of just spending so much time in the mall. I normally don't like shopping, but in Factorio and malls, that's definitely somewhere where you can spend a lot of time. Okay, now I would like an iron chest, thank you. For niobium ore. Great, excellent. So, niobium plate. I think it's time to start placing out some machines. Which might be a bit tricky because we probably don't have all the ingredients that we need, of course. Oh, for example, the stone that we put away somewhere and sure, okay. Hello, planner. Please make me some niobium plates. Alright, I can use this recipe. That's nice. I do actually think I want to use that, or at least be prepared to use it. Salts. Sure thing. Niobium complex and right ammonia. This recipe is tempting, but we don't have acetone, which is annoying. So we're probably going to go for this recipe using urea, which we can sort of import a bit of. Well, this is new. I knew this would happen at some time. Hot air, interesting. We seem to be having a bit of an issue with hot air, or rather with requesting or providing or something. Yes, can you please beep a little bit louder? I'm on my way, damn it. So this is what happens when we have something that's when we have a train that goes back to the base with something still in it. Now I emptied the train, but it's still beeping because I need to reset it. Thank you. So naturally, I would like to take a look at this hot air provider, or rather it's the requester probably that's requesting too much. And I'm guessing that's gonna be over here. And a way to fix that is to add another container. Yeah, because this one is full. And this is requesting 30k. I did have a feeling that that might be a problem at some point. It would actually probably be better to use some larger pi tanks for these train stations. But Otherwise you can just connect two of them together like this, which makes it more room, and then the problem should be solved. Keyword should. And it's entirely possible that we have another train station somewhere that's also requesting too much. Okay, where were we at? Right, planner, thank you. So, niobium complex, that's what I mentioned before. It needs organic solvent and a bunch of other things. And this is quite a bit of steps. Now, hydrogen chloride, that's an interesting thing and a very annoying thing. And we're gonna do that from... I would not like to use that recipe actually. We are going to make that from this recipe, I believe. Because no, this recipe actually. Because this also gives us sodium sulfate, which is helpful for other things, such as improving the starch recipe. Then, of course, we need the sulfuric acid, but sulfuric acid we can get from iron plate and sulfur we can provide to LTN. Okay, this is the niobium plates. Do we have everything we need here? I think so. The only issue is that we need to import the saline water or get saline water somehow, which I'm not entirely sure how we will do. Well, one option would actually be to drill for it, but that's might be a bit of waste. So anyway, we will solve that somehow. Now let's take a look at the other thing, Nexelit. And I'm just going to write down the Nexelit tile here directly because that's really what we want. Those are so incredibly useful. So it's absolutely insane. And we would like to use the best recipe possible, which will be this recipe. And this requires gravel, as you can see. And gravel we should be able to get from a couple of resources, namely stone, for example, or iron sticks. That would be really nice as well, but let's use the stone recipe for now because we know how to get stone. That's basically a soil extractor and a washer. And this lists fine nexelit powder as well, which makes me feel like I probably missed something here. Right. So here, oh boy, it's one of these processes, naturally. Okay, what are we? Nexelit grade 2 and Nexelit rejects, of course. So we need to deal with that. We'll get sand from that, and we will get grade, no, not grade 3. Let's see here. Grade 2 and rejects. So we need to use the rejects for something, preferably not voiding them. Nexelit grade 1, excellent. Please make me a matrix solver for this. And that's not how I intended it. Maybe we can fix this by just reprioritizing the recipes here a bit. No, I don't want to have that many Nexelit Great Freeze, thank you. See, this is something that always boggles my mind. I'm using the matrix solver, but I just can't sort of seem to get it right. What is the logic here exactly? And why does this say 833%? I don't know. Okay, that's probably how many of them I need or something. So confusing, so confusing. I mean, what I really want is this Nexelit tile. But it just keeps showing me that, hey, you will get a lot of Nexelit. Sure thing, why not? Either way, this is the recipe we want to use. The recipe chain, grade 1. Do I have a... Okay, I need the clean Nexelit, and I want raw Nexelit, exactly. Obviously, we're not going to go for 10 per second, because that's a lot, it seems. We don't really, but then again, these numbers are screwed up. So if anyone is a Helmod expert, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Raw Nexelit comes from tailings, exactly. Or we can drill it once we have drilling fluid type 3, which we don't. So this is quite a bit of tailings, as you can see. But I figure it's better to use it here than to use it nowhere. And why have we not gotten a delivery? What are we missing? Did I not connect these? What are you blinking for? No trains to transport fluids. Right. That's actually a very good point. Because the train was switched to manual before. Okay, Jesus, it's already been 1 hour 13 minutes, which is more than I planned, definitely. So I'm going to pin these two things. Can I pin both of them at the same time? Nope, I can't. That's a shame. Then I'm just going to click out these things, these factories, just so that we know sort of what things we need to create and approximately how many we need to create of each. Although I'm actually just going to put down all of them here, one of each. And this is why I used Helmod to create the production chain, because it makes it so much easier to just click out all the things. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 seems to be correct. Great. Now, planner, please show me niobium plates. You might be wondering why I decided to share these two things, because they might seem completely unrelated, and as a matter of fact, they indeed are. That's 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I figured that, hey, it's one city block is a lot of space. So we might just as well share it with something. Oh, quenching tower. Wait a minute. I don't need this. What did you... Is that for the tailings? What did I do? Remove this. I don't need that. I got plenty of tailings. As soon as my train can go where I want it to go, essentially. So here we have 11, here we have 11 machines. So we're gonna need a lot of things for this. And let's hope that we can get the iron and the circuit boards and everything we need in order to get this. So that's it for this episode. And I realized that we haven't done all the things we said we would do. For example, mark the city blocks. But hey, we gotta leave something for the next episode. So thank you for watching and see you next time.